Hello everyone, I'm welcoming you all once again to this channel. So in today's session of Fortran programs, we will sum a small series. So let's go for it. So here is our series. So series is like this: 1 minus x to the power 2 by 2 factorial plus x to the power 4 by 4 factorial up to minus x to the power 10 by 10 factorial. So here, before going ahead, I can show you that what are the values of this factorial. So from 2 to 10 factorial, these values are like this. And so before writing the code, we have to build up a logic. So how to go ahead with our code? So we first thing is we can simply write the same as, like, we can define a variable that is x, and we can enter the value from the keyboard. Then we can write this x as x into x square as x into x, then divide it with 2 factorial, that is 2. Then again x to the power 4 equal to x square into x square, and we can divide that value with this 24. So this way we can go, but at the end, while writing this 10 factorial, this much big number we have to divide. So instead of doing all these number, and before doing this also we have to calculate everything. So instead of this, we can write a generalized code. So that I'm going to show you in the next slide. So here is the code. So here we have written this code name as the small series, and these are the variables, that is x, x2, x4, x6, x8 and x10, and at the end that is the sum. So then we try to enter the value of x from the keyboard. Then we write this x2 as x into x, then x4 as x2 into x2 divided by 24. So why 24? Because here, if you will see in the series, this entire value is as x4 by x4 factorial. So that x4 is defining is as like is nothing but x to the power 4 by 24. And here this x is 6 is x4 into x2 by 30, and this is nothing but x to the power 6 by 6 factorial, and this is same x to the power 8 by 8 factorial, and this is x to the power 10 by 10 factorial. So we have divided these numbers accordingly so that it can match with the factorial numbers. And at the end, we have calculated the sum, and here we are displaying the value of x and the sum both. So then let's go to write the same code. So here I am going to edit this code, this series gedit series dot f90. So okay, so here my notepad came. So here we can write this program as series, then end the program as series, and next we can write this implicit non. And now we will define our variable. So we are defining our real variables, and name of those variables are x, x2, x4, x6, x8, x10 and sum. Okay, our variables are defined now. So next what we will do, we will enter the value of x. So before that, we can give a print statement that we want to print our value, enter our value of x. So enter the value of x. Okay, and next we will read this value as x. So read this as x. Next is we will define this x2 is equal to x into x and x. Then x4 is nothing but x2 into x2 divided by 24. Next is x6, which is equal to x4 into x2 divided by 30. And next is x8 is equal to x6 into x2 divided by 56. And next is x10. So x10 is equal to x8 into x2 divided by 90. So now we defined all our series terms, and next is we have to write our sum. So the sum here is equal to 1.0 minus 0.5 into x square. So why 0.5? Because 2 factorial is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is 0.5. Then minus then plus x to the power 4, like plus x4, then minus x6, then plus x, then minus x6, then plus x8, then minus x10. So now this is our entire sum. So the sum is done. So next we will try to print. So what we will print, we can print the value of x. So here the value of x, which is nothing but x is equal to, which is nothing but x. Then we want to print the value of, then the sum is equal to nothing but this sum which we have defined above. So this way we can write our code. And now it's time to save the code and write this and see what is the sum series giving us. So let's save it. So okay, now it's saved. So let's go and run our Fortran. So Fortran, and so here we want to see the series and the output of this series as series dot out. So here I have written this Fortran series F90. This is given showing that our output will be saved as series dot out. So enter, and now dot slash series dot out. So enter it. So it is asking for enter the value of x. So I am entering the value as 5. So now it is giving that the value of x is equal to 5 and the sum is equal to minus 0.16274666, like that. So this way we can make our generalized code and we can sum the series. Now next is, here I have mentioned some problems. So there are some practice problem I have written here. The question number 1 is telling us to read the radius of a circle and compute the area and circumference. So this is a very simple program. And next program is program is to calculate the simple interest. So here I have also some problem hints for you. So we can define our variable as for question number 1 we can define our variable as r, that is the radius, then area and circumference. Then we can read the r value from the keyboard, and the area we can calculate as pi r square, where this value is the pi value, that is 3.141 into r, and circumference is 2 pi r. And next the hint for question number 2 is we can define a variable as real type, and that is IPTR, where I is the simple interest, P is principal, T is the time, and R is the rate of interest. And we can read this PTR and we can calculate our simple interest, that is PTR by 100. So this way we can do our coding, and we can move forward to solve some simple problems. And thank you, and this much for today's tutorial. So thank you and bye bye.